Hello and welcome back to the Lime Tree Sessions podcast with me, Jack Milcrease.
And the first guy,
Scott Charlton.
And joining us this week is the fabulous Elizabeth Liddle.
I've got a phobia of crawling. I don't know if that's a pet peeve, but I've got
People crawling or little animals? Or?
Anybody crawling.
Crawling?
I hate
Like,
crawling.
are we talking just in confined spaces or like
No,
in...
just... like if you guys just went on the floor now and started crawling,
I
I would
promise
have
you
to
now,
leave.
none of us are going to get on the floor and
Thank
crawl.
you.
How we doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you guys?
We're very good. Liz has just said
Good.
she's a little bit nervous, so we'll go easy on you.
Thank you.
We'll just have a laugh.
Yeah.
How's things? Things have been a bit crazy recently.
Yeah, it's good. Just like, I mean, I haven't had like a gig for a while, but just been in the studio and stuff and recording new music, which is exciting.
Awesome.
But yeah, it was a bit crazy last year with everything,
Yeah.
but
Absolutely, yeah. We came to your headliner to promote your EP,
Yeah.
which was really good.
It was
It was
excellent.
really, really good.
Thanks.
We really, really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
But yeah, we're going to be talking about... There's me stroke again. I've had it already.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
It's gonna
I'm
happen
going
a
to
few
do that so
times.
many times, so I'm sorry.
I know. Well, I have to carry the podcast because, you know,
Jack's the main guy.
Yeah.
Right.
not by
No,
choice.
but you're
not by
good at it,
choice.
Jack, so it's...
Yeah.
When
alright.
I'm not.
We're
having
just,
a
we're
stroke.
just here to make sure everything runs smoothly.
But yeah, we're going to be
Love
talking about your original stuff a little bit later on. The first part of the podcast, we always talk about what we've been doing this week. Would anybody like to go first? I feel like I always look at you guys and then you
We
guys
can go first, that's fine.
Have you prepared your answer this week? Because every week you go, oh, I forgot.
No, I checked before we started.
That's handy, because I didn't.
We were at Sambuca's in Cramlington
you
Oh, you were,
on
yeah.
Saturday, which is good.
Nice.
It's like a restaurant.
It's lovely food in Sambuca's.
It's
Aye.
Yeah.
very nice.
First time
value
I've
as
ever
well.
been, but it's massive because you don't. From the front, it's just like one unit,
Yeah.
but it goes all the way across the back of the rest of the unit,
Yeah.
so it was absolutely massive. It was nice. Some people came to see us.
It was a
and
good gig, aye.
It was a good gig.
Nice and
Busy.
local.
Nice and local. Yes.
Yeah.
10 minutes down the road, just the way I
It
like
was
it.
lovely. It was lovely.
Did
and
we
then-
have pizza?
No, we didn't have anything. No, it was just the smell of veg when we were finished,
Yeah,
which
yeah, it was a
wasn't
bit
very
wrong.
nice.
It was a
All
bit
right.
wrong.
They prepare all the veg for the next day,
Okay.
like half boil it and freeze it.
Interesting.
So it's but it was a good
It was
gig.
a good gig, yeah, it was.
And then Sunday we were
PT Club Biker.
the PTE club and
Is that
Biker.
where we rehearsed?
Yes,
It was,
All
yeah.
right, mate. Good club.
it is a good club. Good for rehearsals. We rehearse there all the time.
Our sound guys, that one, the main... What's he called again? Is it... I can't remember his
Stu.
name. Stu, that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
He's cracking lad. He's
Aye.
the one that was there when we were rehearsing.
Yes.
He was talking about hot tub or whatever, wasn't he?
Aye,
Yeah.
In
aye.
hot tub.
But no, that was good. Apparently, it's the busiest it's been in 4 years.
Oh,
Which
man.
was
You
excellent.
put a video on, didn't you?
We
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Yes.
He took that video, actually, that's Stu.
Aye, that's Stu who took the video.
Nice.
No, we like it there. Again, it's local. It's 15 minutes down the road. So you can't... We had the easiest weekend ever.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Nice.
It's nice to be local because you guys are always like 4 hours
2,
away.
3 hours, yeah.
And then when you finish the gig, you have to drive all the way.
Yes.
Yeah. See, whenever we were gigging away, like when I used to be in a function band, we'd always stay over. But you guys just hammer the drive home, like
Yeah.
there and then. It's like,
Oh.
We always
Mental.
prefer our own beds.
well, I agree with that. But if you're like 4 hours away, I don't mind if we stay over.
We do stop over, it's about that long, don't we? It's usually about
Yeah.
3 hours, we'll come back.
Yeah.
But if it's a bit for like 4 hours and a
Yeah.
bit more, we'll stop over.
I suppose it depends
Yeah.
what the gig is as well, doesn't it? Like when we
Yeah.
do the Warners, like hotels and stuff, usually you can get a room or get something
Yeah.
nice around there.
Yeah.
So we just stay there for that. But yeah, if it's a long drive, we'll just stay. But
Yeah.
don't just come home.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Liz, what have you been doing this week?
You know what? I haven't really been doing much this week at all.
You need to be plugging some stuff here,
I
Liz.
know, I know.
You've been doing loads.
I've been writing a lot this week.
Good answer.
Excellent.
I finished 2 songs, so that was good. And I got my next single back, which was exciting.
Very nice.
But other than that, I've been doing nothing.
That's all right.
Last week.
That's all right.
No
That's-
gigs.
Just working hard.
Just, you know what? Just writing. It was nice to have some time just to sit
Yeah.
on the piano.
Yeah.
You know, turn my phone off and just write, which was really nice.
Nice.
Because I feel like just before Christmas, I didn't really have much time to do that at all. And I usually write like quite a lot. And I think I went through like 2 months where I just didn't write a song. And I was like, oh my God, what's going on with me? But back to writing again. So that's good.
Excellent.
Very, very good. Very good. I had a couple of gigs this weekend, which was nice. I was back at my local Lamp and Worm
Oh, you
in
were,
Chester
yeah.
Street,
Nice.
which was
Up
always
the Chester.
up the Chester. Yeah,
Up the Chester,
it was
yeah.
hilarious because you know, gigging in January is weird because no one's out. Everyone's skint from Christmas and
Yeah,
New Year and
yeah.
all that. And like at the start of the gig, it was like I was just background music, and then like halfway through, there was like this immense crowd came in, and it's a pub, so you don't really expect this, but there was like people up dancing and stuff, and then it was the case of like, right, okay, I'll better start playing some upbeat stuff and some bangers here, and by the end they were like, you know, they were on the dance floor dancing to Proud Mary and stuff, and then I was like done, and then they were like, no, can you do one more? And I was like, all right, we'll have a laugh here. So I played Tell Me More, the Irish song. I was like, let's see how your Irish dancing is, and they're all like giving her what for.
Wow.
Thanks, Will.
I
Great.
love that.
And then I was at Stack on Monday. It was just me, Rachel, and a couple of people.
I was going to say, was it busy with it Monday?
Yeah, I mean, fair play to Stack because you know, they're putting on live music.
Yeah, they didn't have to put it on, really, did they?
Well, yeah, because they put on live music every day. There's like at least, you know, 3 or 4 acts a day at Stack, which is really good, and it's good for musicians, and it's good to have it's good that they're providing a platform for people to play. Yeah. However, on a Monday night in January when it's cold, it's a bit like,
Did you have your fingerless gloves on?
I did, yeah, I did.
Oh,
yeah.
that's the worst when it's a cold gig outside.
Oh, no.
I've done it. It's a piano player, like,
Aye.
ooh,
This
shit,
is
but
it,
guitars, yeah, that's worse. I don't even know how you do with it.
Well, I'd done it. I did with the Houndcats
Yes,
last month, and I had my gloves on, and
You took them off,
I
didn't
took
you?
them off because I was like,
Really?
because it was too difficult to kind
Yeah.
of play. But when you're just playing chords on an acoustic, you kind of get away with it. So,
Yeah.
but me and Rachel just had a good laugh. Oh, voice break. We just had a good laugh. Sorry. And then yesterday we did a showreel shoot, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
For
nice.
the sister channel, Lime Tree Productions. We did it for a band called the Kung Fu Blues, and it went really well.
It did?
It went really well. That should be coming out in the next couple of weeks or so.
Yeah. Really nice venue, wasn't it?
Yeah, what was it called?
Carnival House and Kitchen.
Oh, yes, I've played there.
Claire, who works there, she mentioned that you'd done a few gigs there. Like,
Yeah, it's lovely.
It is,
so
lovely place.
nice. Like all the masks and everything
Yeah,
around
yeah.
the room. It's like beautiful. I remember the first time I gigged there, and I wasn't like expecting it to be like that from the outside, and then
Yeah, I
you
know
come
what
in
you mean,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just stunning. Like
Yeah.
I didn't know
really
what to
nice
expect when we
venue.
got there.
no,
No.
and like the audience as well. Like the gig that I did was like sessions from the pit.
Yes,
and
Claire mentioned
the
yeah.
audience was just lovely. Like there was people genuinely. You love it when you do a gig, don't you,
Yeah.
when people are genuinely there to listen to original, like local artists, which was really really lovely. But yeah, no dead canny. They were just nice people.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good laugh as well.
It
Like
was,
I mean, the band are a bunch of characters and they're all pros. So like, it was just a good laugh. I mean, we're
Jason's fucking great. isn't he?
yeah, Jason the drummer, he's absolutely hilarious. Like I think what's in the showreel, isn't it? He comes out and he puts on like his his best shirt and his faux leather shoes and he's in his blazer, and then he's rocking these like really terrible shades.
Oh,
But
I
like
think they're
he's-
cool, mate.
No, they were like
60s like block ones. That's what they were, weren't they?
if that's your taste, that's
No,
fine. But I didn't think that. Well, it is what it is. But he was like giving it what for on the drums, and like he was when you were doing his shots, he was looking right at the
I
camera.
know,
and
there's
all.
a bit I'll show you later on. Like I've got him. Like, he's looking down the camera and stuff like that. It's fucking great.
There was a bit. Me and you were dying laughing at one point because there was a bit. I think he got it on camera. He
Right.
did like
Like a stick twirl.
a stick
Did he?
twirl. Yeah. But it was so seamless, and then he looked at you and he was like he twirled it, and then he went like that. It was so
I
good.
can't remember that. Must have been right in the moment.
Yeah. We have to have a look back. It was so
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much what we've been doing.
Yeah.
What we've been doing this week. Okay, now it's time for.
What do you listen to?
All right, what have we been listening to this week? Who wants to go first? Anyone want to go
You.
first? I knew you were going to do that. Just before the camera started to roll, I was like, I don't know how to pronounce mine. Well, I'm really sorry to this person because this song is absolutely amazing. Like, I can't. It makes us feel really emotional. Actually, I really, really love this song. And you'll have heard it if you are on TikTok a lot.
TikTok a lot.
TikTok a lot. The song's called "I'll Be Waiting" and it's by Kian DeCrow. I'm gonna go with that. I don't know if that's how you
Yeah,
pronounce
that's how we
it.
all think it's
Yeah,
pronounced.
Yeah,
too.
I'm really sorry if that's not how it's pronounced because honestly, this song is like the best song. Not ever, but like it is up there for me. It's amazing. So the reason I like it so much, I think, is because I didn't hear the song first. I saw the TikToks first, and it's the best marketing I've ever seen in my entire life. So you might have seen the videos.
All right.
Okay.
I'm wondering
Is
if
it
I have.
the guy who does all the vocal stuff on subways and that?
He has done one on that. Basically, what he
I think
does is
I know who you're talking
he
about.
just so there's one on a subway, there's one in a mall, there's one in a coffee shop, and he just starts singing, and then all of a sudden, the whole of the shop starts singing with him.
I know exactly which one you mean.
It's amazing.
Wow.
I'll show you the videos afterwards. The song, I mean, you'll might recognize the song when we play it afterwards. But it's just amazing. It's like, might be in the minority here, but it's got that Lewis Capaldi style. But I think it's next level in my opinion. So we'll check it out.
But when
afterwards.
they put all the back vocal stuff on, like the audience and that, wherever he is doing them, it's like sort of gospel-esque, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Lush.
It's so good. The video, I remember watching the video for the first time and thinking that is just amazing. Before ever hearing the song, like this, I know I talk about the marketing side of stuff a lot, but I just think it's genius. It's brilliant. Like imagine if you were in that shop and they just started singing, like
I'd
what
love
the hell's
that.
going on? Everyone videoing it. Do you
It's
know what I
about
mean?
a film, that, isn't it?
It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yes, that would be what
Nice
you're
one.
listening to.
Okay.
Scott.
Me next.
Go on then.
I've been listening to Ryan Adams. I don't know if
Okay.
anyone's heard of Ryan Adams before. He's done a cover album of Bruce Springsteen's album Nebraska. And there's
Do you
one
like Bruce Springsteen?
I don't think I've mentioned it. There's a song in particular that I always go back to because Bruce does a live version of it anyway. It's called Atlantic City. I don't know if you've heard of it. I think Sam Fenner's done a cover of it as well at some point.
Right.
But Ryan Adams does this. It's really nice. This sort of laid back version of it, and then towards the end, drums kick in and stuff. It's just really nice. I really like Ryan Adams stuff, like chorus,
Yeah, he is.
acoustic.
I don't think I've heard of him.
Ryan
I'll have
Adams.
to check him out, yeah.
No, he's mint. It's mint.
He's
yeah.
got a song called. Is it called Caroline, or is it called? It's not Sweet Caroline, but it says Sweet Caroline in the title.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh my sweet Caroline.
Yeah, he does.
That one.
For copyright gone.
Oh.
Yeah. He's alright.
Do you know what he's known for doing cover albums? Because he did a Taylor Swift one as well.
Oh.
I can't remember which
Wow.
one it is.
Really?
He did. I'll have to have a look.
Ryan
Can't remember-
Adams.
Yeah, Ryan Adams. He does a Taylor Swift cover album as well.
My mum doesn't like Ryan Adams purely for the fact that he's not Brian
Brian
Adams.
Adams.
Hi, mum.
Do you know what I've told people before about Ryan Adams and think, do I mean Brian Adams?
Yeah.
I
No,
was
no.
going to say that. I was like, oh, are we missing the B? Or is
No,
that...
no.
I've
a new
heard
person.
stories before where people have turned up to his shows and went, "Oh, we've read the poster wrong," and vice versa.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Do you know
'cause
what, he's played in Newcastle recently, actually. Is it coming up or has he done it? I think he's played
played-
City Hall not too...
yeah, he did. Yeah,
Yeah, he did do it, yes.
yes, he's played the Sage before as well.
Oh, has he?
I've got some friends who saw him at the Sage, and they said like, at his shows you have to be quiet, like you have to be silent because it's just him and a guitar usually. And he said, I'm sure my mates were saying that somebody got kicked out of the Sage for talking.
Sage is very strict.
Yeah.
I remember I went to see Casey Musgraves. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I went to see her at the Sage,
Right.
and I was only young, so obviously, as you do, you get your phone out and you want a picture and things like that. And I was like, "Sit down, you can't have your phone out." It was a great gig, beautiful venue.
Was it
but,
in the 2 or 1?
one?
One, the
Big
bigger one, yeah.
Yes, but it was lovely.
Alright.
But it was very strict there, so I can imagine that being like that.
I agree with it to an
Yeah,
extent.
me
If,
too.
if it's that style of gig,
Yes.
I mean, it's not really that style of gig, but Jack White's quite famous for people not taking videos and pictures at his gigs.
Yeah.
Like if the security spot you with a camera. Funnily enough, I think I might have mentioned this before. The last time I went to see Bryan Adams, me and Soph got quite close to the front, and the security was saying, not that it was seating, but he sort of said the first few rows of people, you can't have your phones out.
Wow.
Don't know if that's just. I'm
Yeah.
assuming that's a request from the band or whatever,
Uh-huh.
but.
Interesting.
I kind
Yeah.
of if it's the right style of gig where it's more about the moment and all that kind of stuff, I'm all for it. But if
Yeah.
it's like a party band, then you want to have your phone out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
it's
a
a weird one.
strange one.
We should do that purely out of method. Like, it's the 60s, you can't have your
Yes.
phone out.
Yeah.
They haven't been invented yet.
There'll be people with those like big cameras, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hear lots of clicking in the background.
Ryan Adams, and he said Brian Adams.
yeah,
Ryan
yeah.
Adams Atlantic. He's known for doing a cover of Wonderwall.
yes,
And Noel's got on
absolutely.
record to say that's his favourite version of Wonderwall ever.
Yeah.
All right.
He says Noel wished he'd wrote it like that.
That's a compliment, I suppose. You
I'll
can't
put
get.
that on the playlist as well.
Yeah,
Nice
That'll be
definitely.
good one to do.
All the songs we talk about in this segment will be put in a playlist, and it'll be put in the description of the YouTube video. But everyone knows that by now. I say it every
They
time.
do, yes.
What have you been listening to, Liz?
Can I say a couple? Is
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
okay?
Well,
Cool. So I've been listening to a female artist. She's called. Okay, again, I'm sorry, I'm gonna mispronounce this. I think it's Wise Blood or Ways Blood. I think it's Wise Blood.
Oh,
Okay.
But she's very like 70s kind of style, but she's like a modern artist. The song, I mean, I'm more of like an album person, so I always listen to like if I find an artist, I might find a song and then I'll listen to the whole album. But my favourite of hers it's called Something to Believe. She's very like, I don't know, a Karen Carpenter style, like the backing vocals are just like gorgeous. But I've been listening to her. And then I'm going to 2 gigs this weekend, which it's my mum's birthday. So we're going to kind of celebrating it.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Mum. So tomorrow, God, I was going to say on the Friday, it's tomorrow, isn't it? Tomorrow I'm going to see a band called Young Gun Silver Fox. They're very like yacht rock, like very Daryl Hall,
All
John
right.
Oates kind of style.
Right.
So I've been listening to them kind of a lot, ready for going to see them. And then also Lee Fields. Don't know if he's like, he was a backing singer for James Brown. But
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, but he's
That's
like,
cool.
I've seen him before. But my mum hasn't seen him, so that I'm excited to kind of take her to see him. But yeah, his stuff is like incredible. Like just very, very James Brown. It's really
Right.
James Brown, and the energy. Like I honestly think that was probably one of the best gigs for energy wise when I went to see him.
Where did you see him, like?
Leeds at what's the club called? It's a famous Brunel.
Brunel. I was talking
We're
about
talking about
this.
that the other day.
Yeah, Brunel. It was so good, and he's really funny. Like just some of the things he comes out with and the energy. Like I swear he's like 80 years old.
Right.
And he's like dancing around the stage. Like it's really funny, and the audience is just like, it's just the funniest gig I've been to probably. But so yeah, I've been listening to like, I think that the Wise Blood, I've probably listened to her album like on repeat for like weeks now since I found it. If that's not in my Spotify Wrapped, I'll be furious. Yeah. So that's what I've been listening to. But
Nice one.
Yeah, cool, yeah,
And
yeah.
Lyndon, one of you
Mine's
been
going to be a
listening
short
to?
one.
All right.
Is it?
As it normally is. So I've been listening to More Than This. I don't know if you're a big fans of Roxy Music.
All right, yeah.
I like Roxy.
They're from around here, aren't they? Or one of them is.
Brian Ferry.
Yes.
is,
Oh,
he's from
I-
Washington.
Yes, he's
Yeah.
a northern lad. But he's like one of the best singers ever, I think, Brian
Yeah.
Ferry. It's off the Avalon album. I mean, the whole album's just great
Yeah.
if you have a listen to it. But More Than This by Roxy Music.
Very good.
Good
That
song.
was short.
It was short.
Short and
It's
sweet,
just what
short
I've been
and
listening
sweet.
to.
Well,
Yeah.
people are getting their money's worth with this week.
Yeah, yeah.
We've done 3. Is that 6 tunes that we're going to put
You
in
can put
there?
the full album on if you want. It's a good
We
album.
could do that. We're not doing that.
No, that's
all
not
these
doing that.
all these tunes. If you want to listen to them, will be linked down the playlist below, or you can type in Limetree Sessions WAYLT
Oh, he's
on
on it.
Spotify to find them. Okay, now it's time for.
The Lime Tree Time Machine.
All right, the Limetree Time Machine concept is Liz. I like that. Is that you've got a time machine? You can go wherever, whenever. Where you going?
fab. Oh,
You can have like
me
a.
first. Oh,
Well, yeah, we've already answered.
We've done ours.
okay,
We've done
okay.
ours.
Yeah.
It can I have 2.
Yes.
Yeah, we usually
Okay.
have a music one and then just like a
That's
time just historical that you want to go to.
You
Yeah.
can tell I'm very indecisive, so I'll do 2.
Are you?
Yeah. I don't know if I am. So music related. I mean, it's probably obvious, but I'd obviously go to the 70s, but I'd love to go to like one of those Laurel Canyon parties where Joni Mitchell performed.
Oh, very nice.
Because I just feel like I'd be like in awe
Yeah,
of that.
yeah.
And
It's a good shout.
I watched a video the other day of David Crosby, because obviously he's passed away, which is really
Yes.
sad. One of my favourite artists, and he obviously used to go out with Joni Mitchell, and there was a party that they all had, and she sang a song. Everyone was like, "Joni, sing a song." So she got up and sang a song, and it ended up being a breakup song, but they were still together.
Oh.
And she was like, "Shall I sing it again?" And he was kind of just stood there in silence, like, and everyone was like, "Yeah, sing it again." But it was her like talking about how she was basically going to break up with him, but she hadn't done it yet.
Well, that's
Wow.
a way to do it, isn't
But
it?
like, I would love to be there.
Imagine
I'd
the
love
atmosphere.
To be right there.
Cut the tension with
I
a
know,
knife.
I know, like how uncomfortable. He must have just been stood there, like. Oh.
That's a great
Trouble.
answer.
Yeah,
That's
I'd
a
love.
great answer.
I'd love. To, it was just the other day that I watched that, so I'd love to be there. At that
So it
precise
was captured
moment.
on video.
I'm not sure if it was captured on video because it was like
Right.
I think the video that I watched, it was him talking about it.
Right.
And
I see.
it was like someone out of the Monkees. It was his party that they were all at. But obviously Joni Mitchell used to just get up all the time because everyone just like loved her.
Yeah.
But she got up and obviously sang that song and
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a
and,
cool one,
yeah,
that.
and non-music related. So as stupid as it sounds, I'd definitely go back to see the dinosaurs. Like I would just look all the Egyptians.
That's the furthest anyone's ever gone back.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
The start.
To be
I
honest,
would like to
thought-
see
yeah,
dinosaurs.
I thought Sam's went far back, but that's gone really
Yeah?
far back.
Getting some mileage on this time
I
machine,
know.
like, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah. I love the dinosaurs. I'd just like to see
Yeah.
them. I
Yeah, that'd be
love.
cool.
It sounds really stupid, but I love dinosaurs. I love dinosaur films. I love anything about the dinosaurs.
Nice.
So
That's
that's where
interesting.
I'd go.
Is the third Ice Age film your favourite then?
Ice Age is my favourite film of all time.
Which one? The other first
Well, you've answered one of the questions
All
we
of
were going to answer later on.
Oh, sorry. Well, I've got another one.
All right, okay.
But that is my favourite film
Smashing?
because of the dinosaurs. In the
Which-
It's a good
which
one, that
Ice
one.
Age
It's the
is your
third one,
favourite?
isn't it?
Well, the third one with the dinosaurs I love, but the first one because I just think it's iconic.
Classic.
It is,
It's
yeah.
a classic.
It is.
I think
But-
I saw the second one before I saw the first one.
Oh,
Did you?
really?
Yeah, I feel like I went to the
You're
cinema.
weird though.
That's what I add to the podcast. I bring
Wild card.
I bring.
He's the wild card.
I am a
Brings the
wild card.
weirdness.
I think I went to the cinema against my will to see the second one. Ended up loving it, and then I was like, "Oh my god, there's a first one!" And then went back and watched the first one.
The first one's
Fab.
iconic. Like.
Yeah, I love
Fourth
the
one's
first
good
one.
as well. Continental Drift.
Yeah.
It's wicked.
I like how you know every
Oh, I
time.
do.
Secret Ice Age fan.
First one's the Meltdown, isn't it?
That's the second one.
That's the
Second
second
one.
one. The first one's just
Ice
Ice Age,
Age.
isn't it? Yeah.
Which one's the one with the pirates in it?
That's that's Continental Drift,
Is
isn't
that
it?
Continental
yeah,
Drift?
yeah. 'Cause
I like
they're
that
on an
one too.
iceberg ship, aren't they?
Love that one.
Yeah.
The one with the dinosaurs because I love dinosaurs. Is the best though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
That's a
I'll be
great
honest. I haven't
Bit
seen
off
that one.
topic, but
Is that the one with
I like how we're just getting deeper
Yeah,
into this
I know.
Ice
About
Age
Ice
talk.
Age.
Why not?
What's the one? Is the third one with the little monkey with the eye patch?
It is, yes.
Is he a monkey?
No, he's a weasel, isn't he?
oh yes,
Right. Yeah, I have seen that one.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
when I
I
stopped.
was trying to think what his name is. I can't think. Is it Buster? No.
I don't know.
Something like that. Something like that.
God, I can't even remember. That's bad considering it's one of my favourite films.
Yeah.
So it says a lot about me, really. But I can't remember.
You look so like out of it. Like
That's not films I've watched.
you've not seen any of them.
I mean,
Not the
I will
original.
have watched them once, maybe. It's just they do nothing for us. So.
Oh my god,
it's a
the first
shame.
one's great. It's a comfort
Sorry.
film.
I used to have
It
it.
is, yeah.
I used to have it for like when you had your PSP. Talk about PSP.
Yeah,
quite a
well,
lot.
I do talk about PSPs a
Yeah.
lot. Could we get a sponsor? From
Do you know, I've talked about
PlayStation?
PSPs that much. I'm getting recommended stuff on TikTok about PSPs now.
They're great.
Wow.
So that's great. But
Still got mine.
I used
have
to play when I was
have
little.
Ice
Yeah.
Age on the mini disc.
Oh,
for
the DVD,
PSP.
yeah.
So I used to watch it on me PSP.
Oh,
That's my memory of it.
Oh, nice one.
But yeah. Oh well.
that. There we go.
There we
So,
go.
The dinosaurs or the Egyptians.
All the Egyptians.
The Egyptians would be cool.
There will be
Yeah.
egg, yeah. Just to see the
I just want to
The,
see
um,
like.
Just to,
pyramids getting
Yeah,
built.
that's what I want
just
to
to see
see.
how they were built.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's what I want to see.
Exactly.
Sorry, turn it into conspiracy, but
Yeah.
I'd love to.
It's a new podcast.
The Matrix.
We always end up getting on the Matrix.
The Lime Tree conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a film I don't get.
What, the Matrix?
Yeah.
I'll explain it to you later. I love it.
There's not enough
Oh
time.
really?
Yeah.
So that's a film I've not seen, so
Oh,
It's a
what?
good film.
yeah.
It's good, but you won't like it, Scott.
Fair enough.
Oh.
I'll just put it out there now. I don't think you would enjoy it. It's too complicated.
But he likes Inception.
I don't know what I think about that.
Do you like Inception?
Yeah, I like Inception.
Yeah, it's kind of like Inception's like older, harder brother. Do you know what I mean? Like he's a bit more
Yeah.
experienced. He's like
Right.
everyone knows him. You know what I mean?
You should at least watch it once. Because it is a good
Well, you
film
know,
in its
yeah.
own right. But
Yeah, it is a trilogy.
I wouldn't go back
But-
and watch it.
No,
I would
the whole
watch
thing
it
over and over
again.
again. No.
weirdly enough, I really want to watch it again. But but it's setting aside 3 hours of your life to watch a
Yes,
film. You know what I
that's
mean?
true.
So, but yeah, we've talked about it a few times that I am like 100% believer. I'm not a conspiracy
Oh, wait.
theorist, but I
But.
do believe we're in the
But.
Matrix. Far too many coincidences happen in my life.
I'm with you. I'm
Yeah?
with you on it. I'm so with you on it. I
Yeah,
love a
because you're
conspiracy.
with me.
Yeah, I'm
Aren't you?
with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That'd be great. I'd
Yeah.
love it if we. That just. I
I
want
wouldn't
to
love
believe
it,
it.
but I don't
I
think
do.
it's. I believe it, but I don't want it to be true. Like, because that's awful. But yeah, far too many things. I mean, you've just said there that I know that your phone listens to you, but
That's the
You've
reason
said,
why.
You've said that very blasely. Like, your phone listens
phone
to you.
listens to
Yeah,
you.
your phone
Yeah,
listens
yeah.
to
It
you.
does.
oh, that's true. It's true.
It does.
But
It shouldn't. but
isn't it
does.
amazing how you're being showed PSPs once we've been talking about PSPs?
Because my phone's listening to us.
Okay, but if your phone isn't
That's the
listening
only
to
reason
you,
why.
I don't know. It's like
I'm not.
no, I know.
I don't subscribe to that
Fair enough.
stuff.
All right, well, it's just the three of us then. There you go.
We're the enlightened ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. So yes, dinosaurs and
The Egyptians.
the Egyptians and Joni Mitchell at that concert.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's great.
great answers. Great answers. So we're joined by Liz, local artist from Durham. Is that because you don't want to say Chelsea Street?
I'm happy to say Chesley Street.
Local artist from Chester Street. We're both actually from
Yeah,
Chester
we
You
Street.
better big up Chesley Street, man.
Up the Chester.
Up the Chester. Well, yeah. We should get those hats. You know the hats that say "Make America Great Again," but we'll put "Make,
Make
Chester
Chesley Street.
Great
Bring
Again."
back Lloyd's.
Yes,
Yes.
Lloyd's has recently
Sorry.
bring back Lloyd's. Lloyd's has recently closed down in Chester.
Has it?
Very
Yes.
sad times.
And another one I think as well. It was another bank that closed down there as well.
Oh, yeah, I thought you were talking about a pub, and then I thought,
Oh,
are you
I
talking about a
was.
bank or?
No, the
I was
bank.
talking about. Oh no, I was talking about Lloyd's as in spoons. Sorry.
Oh, is that gone as well?
Well, it's still there, but it's not like a night out kind of place anymore. Which
Well,
is,
I
which
mean,
is
I would
sad.
never have a night out in that spoons.
To be honest, I
like.
probably wouldn't now,
No,
but it was good back in the day.
I wouldn't have a night out in Chester at all.
Not anymore.
The last time I was playing the Lamp and Worm, which is in Chester
It's a great
Street.
name
It's a
for a
bit.
place.
It's lovely in the lamp.
Yeah, it's 'cause it's
home.
Is it?
Lamp
is.
and worm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
is that why it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
thing?
I'm so glad that you know this.
Yeah,
because I was-
I'm educated, don't you worry.
Thank you. I was talking about the lamp and worm the other day, and nobody knew what it was.
Yeah, it's a
and I
pub.
thought I was going crazy. I
It's a
couldn't
Right.
find
song
it.
as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wish, lads, had you come, I'll tell you all an awful story.
Wish that's how you comes. I'll tell you
Wicked.
about the war.
Worm.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the hell just happened there? Anyway, so last time I was in the Lamp and Worm, I got talking to someone who I went to school with, and he was like, "Oh, Chester to midnight out, and you see everyone from school." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't go to Chester for that at all. I'd rather."
I like the fact that you just call it Chester, even though there is a place called Chester.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just
yeah.
what you say. Go
I
on
mean,
to
if
Chester,
we
go on.
were truly being local, we'd say
Say it.
cheddar.
I was just about to say, is that what
Cheddar.
you're going to say?
We'd say cheddar. Yeah.
Yeah,
Come
people
on,
say,
cheddar.
People
Like
say
as
like
in the cheese?
cheddar Lee.
Cheddar Lee.
That's
yeah.
what people say. I've never said that in my life until probably just now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You
so,
come down cheddar.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That sound. If you close your eyes, that sounds like everyone.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah. You're seeing the true Jack now. He's all well spoken on the podcast, but truthfully,
He's a
from
Raji.
Cheddar.
he's a Raji from Cheddar.
Up the cheddar.
Up the Cheddar. So you're from Chester.
Sorry, that's definitely my fault.
We'll say Durham because it just sounds nicer. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, what you've been doing, and what you've got up and coming?
Yeah. So last year I released my debut EP, which was really exciting, and I released it on vinyl, which was a bit of like a dream of mine because I love vinyls so much. So yeah, and I had like a headline gig at the Clooney 2 to promote that. Did some really quite cool gigs last year. And I guess this year I'm just I've got a few releases that are planned. Obviously, my next single will be out in February.
Right.
Which is I'm really excited about that one.
Yeah.
It's kind of on the same music style as the EP, but a little bit different. I don't know, I went through a period where I was writing songs that were kind of like, still with that 70s like pop singer-songwriter kind of feel, but more with that funky kind of element.
yeah.
So I think you guys came to the headline, so I think I played a few of
Right.
the songs
Yeah,
there.
Right.
So got some singles coming out, which I'm
cool.
excited about. And yeah.
More of the same and all that? Like
Yeah.
more music, more gigs?
Yeah, more music, more gigs. Hopefully this year I'm kind of wanting to release quite a lot of music. I felt like my EP, I worked so hard on it and I'm super proud of it, but it kind of took a while, I think, because it was kind of the first release. So it took a while. As I said, I'm very indecisive. So it took a while to kind of put it out and be happy with it.
Right.
I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I've tried this year, although I'm still like a perfectionist and I take a while on a song, but I've tried to be a bit more decisive and saying, just to try and get a bit more music out there. I write all the time, so it'd be nice to kind of release like as I'm writing as well, which is something I really want to do this year. So that was my like New Year's resolution, if you will.
Yeah.
Release more music.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's absolutely great. We're big fans on this podcast. We like your music a lot. I think you're great. I bought your vinyl, which is really cool. It's been on the record player a few times. It's awesome. I love the artwork on it as well because your friend did
really
that.
Cool,
yeah, so it's like my family friend. They live over the road.
Oh, it's handy.
Yeah, literally, like known them since the day I was born. So he's called Dave Clark. His daughter Vicky's one of my good friends. And he's like not only an incredible songwriter and lyricist, but we wrote the song together somewhere, which was the debut EP kind of single track. But he's an amazing artist, and I think I kind of just said I'd love a piece of art for the artwork, and then I kind of didn't think anything of it, and then like I think it was like a couple of weeks after that he knocked on the door and came on. He was like, I've got these ideas, and they were like sketches. And I've actually got his family, they got me like one of the original sketches and put it in a frame for Christmas, which was really nice because it was totally different to the artwork. But there's loads of like little like Easter eggs from the lyrics and things like that in the painting.
I love the way stuff like that happens.
Well, it's something that I really love. Like I love a lot of artists who've done that.
Yeah.
So when he came over with this idea, I was like, oh my God, I'd love to do that. And then
like Sgt. Pepper's, all the different things.
Yes, like hidden things in
Little
it and
bits
like
and pieces.
Yeah, there's a lot of like the stuff like linked to like my personality as well in the painting. Like so, I mean, showing it to friends and family, even my mum, she was like, I don't have a clue what's going on in that painting. Like, she was like, I don't know what's happening. But there's like a lot of things that are like, I think like something off the top of my head, there's like my star sign in the stars. Right. But like obviously like you would just look at that and think it's just stars. But
wow.
Yeah, so there's like a lot of like lyrics from the song in the painting.
Right.
Which was like obviously when I saw it, I didn't even get it, to be honest. When I originally saw the painting, I kind of had to get
that's nice.
I was like, oh my God, it's so beautiful, but like, what's that? Like, why is that there? Like, there was a random boat there, and I was thinking, what's that boat doing there? Like, that's not a lyric in the song, but like,
what was the boat for?
So the boat, I think, it was like a little quirky thing. It was a musician ship. So it has like a musical note and like it's like in the water. I don't know. There was
like
loads
a treble
of
clef.
Yes, it was that. And then there were, I think I don't know if this was in the original paint, but there was like little cat ears on it because I love cats. And it was like just the most honestly like there's another one. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head, but one of the lines in the bridge is the wolf cries out, "Is he a liar?" And then on the painting, on the hill, there's a little wolf like crying out, but he's in the shape of a guitar, because lyre was like is a name for an old guitar, like that specific type of guitar. So there's like little funny things in it, which like I say, I love. But yeah, it was fab when I first saw the painting. Yeah,
that seems like way out of my intelligence to do anything like that.
That's
mine
amazing. Too. Mine
Jax
too.
was him.
Yeah, just
well,
me.
You know,
take the picture, Alex. That'll do. Yeah.
Hello, Alex.
You know,
hi, Alex.
At least someone liked your artwork.
Oh, the artwork's great.
The guy from the other angle I sent you.
Oh yes, yeah.
What?
I can't remember the guy's name, but you sent me a picture of a guy who had an single cover, and it looked very, very similar to my single cover.
Really?
But I won't say who it was because that's not very nice. Mm-hmm. But why did you steal
everything
it?
was similar.
Everything.
You stole it.
He's wearing the same outfit.
It was also
Weird.
holding the guitar the same sort of way.
That's
as
a
well.
bit creepy.
It was
really,
odd.
actually.
Like either a massive coincidence is
Yeah.
or he's stalking us.
Very
so
creepy.
are you going to find it? Are you?
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Live reaction from Liz.
Oh yeah.
So I'll get Jax
Wait.
up.
Okay.
I just saw it and
And
I
is
thought,
it the
what on
vinyl
earth?
one? Because I've got the vinyl.
It was the
So
single
it's
for "Safe with You."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Well, I'll get
I
you.
don't know if
you
I
get,
know
you
that
get
one
up,
off the
you get up the guys.
So that's Jax.
Yes. Okay, I'll recognise it now.
And that's so he's got the guitar, the same colour flannel shirt, the trees in the background.
That's and with the writing and everything.
I
Yeah.
checked
It's
as well. Mine was taken and brought out before that as well. So
Wow.
it's weird.
Isn't that?
Oh, that's
Really
fab.
odd.
Literally just Jax
It
from
really
the
is.
other way.
That alternate
Yes.
version.
Yes.
alternate version.
Parallel universe
Aye.
of Jack's
See, I told you, we are in the Matrix.
Yeah, there we go.
There we
It's
go.
not just because he saw it and then decided, I'm going to do that.
I reckon
Yeah.
he's got to have seen it. He's got to have.
Yeah, he
That's-
must have. He must
I just
have
thought
seen
that's a
it.
good idea.
I'm very flattered.
do that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I like artwork talk. It's good.
Yeah.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because, like, I guess like you were saying before, you know how you were saying that you write the song and perhaps this might have been off camera. Was this off camera? Oh no, it wasn't. It was on camera. About marketing side of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I think for both of us, sometimes when you're a musician specifically, that
Yeah.
can very much be an afterthought because we like the
Definitely.
music.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
definitely.
So it's amazing, I think, when yourself or somebody else, like you say, your friend who's done the
Yeah.
artwork, has really put some time into
Yeah.
thinking about it, and you know,
I-
it's really
yeah.
cool.
I totally agree because I think like I say, I write the song,
Yeah.
but then I can't like even the videos and things like that. It takes me a while to think because I know like the video for Somewhere, which was obviously the track. Me and Sam who filmed it, we kind of worked together on the idea, and he's a great like visual kind of person, and I think I just went with like this random
Yeah,
idea,
yeah.
and then he was like, well, we could do this, we could do that, but like me, I'm not really like a marketing kind of person, but then again I love like artists who do that, so it's a weird
Yeah.
one. Like some of my favorite artists, the album artworks, like I mean, you look at like say Joni Mitchell and all of her albums like are just like the artwork's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think that really catches my eye as well. Like when I'm looking for music, if I see a great
Yeah.
artwork, I do tend to do
it's
that,
not
which
always
is quite
about-
bad, really.
Yeah,
But
it's not always about the music that's in it. It's about the creative people around
yes,
the music, the
yeah.
releasing stuff, and the
Yeah,
artwork and everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. It's a weird one, but I think if I didn't have these great people around me, I'd probably just be like, "Here's the song, there you go.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Please enjoy it. If not, it's okay."
Or do a Beatles and just make the white album, just put a logo in the corner.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice and simple.
Yeah,
Liz.
I like it.
Liz,
Yes,
yeah.
Liz.
Yeah.
No picture, nothing. Just
Yeah.
like, I love it.
Be quite edgy by today's standards, though, wouldn't it? It would
I
be
know,
like,
yeah. I probably would look at that and think, oh, well, maybe.
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
what is that?
Yeah, what is that?
Who
Yeah.
is Liz?
Yeah.
I can't remember who it is, but which band was it that made the vinyl out of sandpaper?
What?
Can't
I've
remember.
never heard
Carl
of
was
that.
talking about it when we were at
Of
uni.
course he was, yes.
So the idea is when you put it in and out your vinyl sleeve, it destroys any other record that's next to it.
Oh, you have told me this.
Yeah,
That's
so
amazing.
Inside of it's made of
I can't remember
sandpaper,
that.
and as you put it in and out, it'll just destroy any. So you got to keep it separate.
Oh my god.
That's
I can't remember which
genius.
band it
I'd
is.
We'll have to
cry my
Google
I
it.
want to
eyes
say it's
out.
the Ramones or something, but
Sounds like something to do.
I'm just thinking of bands Carl would listen to.
Yeah.
I'll do some research at some point, but
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that.
It's really
they're made out
good.
of sandpaper, so it destroyed any
You'd
other
have to put it in a
record.
plastic sleeve, wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
you
Put it
would.
in your
Yeah.
collection.
That's like
Yeah.
the weirdest thing ever. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Do you have any records that do the trick with the middle bit? So,
Pop out? No.
like the middle bit of a record.
Yeah.
So that kind of last like inch, you can do this thing. I've got a record that does it, by a band called Tiger Cub, and
Is this the loop thing?
yeah, so
the Beatles did it.
Oh.
yeah. So it gets to the center and then it does a constant loop and it just keeps going round and round and round until you take the needle off.
Oh no.
It's amazing.
That's interesting.
It's something
Which Beatles
I'd like
song is
to
it that
do.
has it on?
Sgt. Pepper's.
Sgt.
On the
Pepper's.
end of the
Yeah.
day in life.
Yeah, it's just
It's when it's the nonsense stuff.
Yeah.
I was
Same
watching a
stuff.
video on that recently. Some guy recreated a day
Yes,
in the
that's
life.
what the
Have
guy
you
who
seen
plays
it?
the piano.
Yeah,
normally.
yeah.
Yeah, I
I
watched
watched
it.
that as well.
Oh,
actually.
yeah,
Yeah,
watched
I
it.
watched it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's called David something.
He
think
does
so.
he does loads of videos on music theory and
Yeah, he's a
stuff like that.
talented
He's
bloke.
Yeah.
very intelligent.
But yeah, the
He's
Beatles have
great.
just got loads of chatter and stuff and reversed it and stuck together, and that's what's on the loop, and
Yeah,
it just
because
keeps
it
going and going.
never ends until you stop it. So they just put
Yeah.
really random stuff on it. So you had to come over and take it off.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That I mean, I know the song, I've listened to it,
Yeah,
and I know the
yeah.
ending. But that's crazy that you have to. Yeah,
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
that about? Love
It's
that.
pretty.
Though.
It's pretty cool.
I love different things like that. though,
Records
like
are great, aren't
records. Yeah.
Yeah.
Records are great.
I
Do you,
love
do you have a
records.
record player?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You.
Aye.
I have. Well, it's my mum's record player.
Yeah.
And I have some records, but I'm more for convenience nowadays.
Yeah. This is true.
Yeah, I'm half and half.
I only buy vinyl of albums I really, really enjoy.
Yeah.
Like yours. What a segue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're going to hear some tunes of yours later on. We always do a live lounge with our guest. We put a little bit of a snippet at the end of this podcast, but the full version will be on YouTube the day after.
The day after.
The day after this
podcast,
comes out.
yes.
So keep an eye out for that. Okay, it's time for
the quiz and other games.
There's our new jingle. Right, okay. So,
We don't know what's going on here. So I'm
in true
intrigued.
fashion, I have designed the new quiz or game, and nobody knows what it is. Okay, so,
We just know that we needed buzzers.
Yeah.
We should explain why
We're
we've
all-
all got
we're all
random
very
things in my
ready.
hands.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like this ready to go. I don't even know what we're playing.
I think this is going to be fun. I'm pretty proud of this, actually. I put some real work into it, and I was saying before, if it doesn't go well, it's not my fault because I put some real graft into this. So, has anybody here watched Nevermind the Buzzcocks?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There's a game on that show that we're going to play called The Next Line.
Okay.
So basically, I say a lyric from a song, and you have to say the next one. Okay.
Ah.
So for the first two
I am
rounds,
the worst at that. You know, you're saying I'm going to win this. I'm the worst at
I'm
lyrics.
also
I'm just
gonna
gonna.
lose.
Is there gonna be a thing where we've got to answer within so many seconds, just in case we just do it without having an answer?
yeah, I mean, we'll not
That
be
makes
strict
it
on it. It's just we'll just have a laugh.
bit of
I mean,
fun
it's
stuff.
a bit of fun. Yeah.
Really
Jesus.
seriously.
So the first two rounds, we're not going to use the buzzers. I've actually to
All
give
right.
you as a head start. I'm gonna do it one by
Okay.
one, and I've picked songs that I think you know, just to get you some points before we get to the real quiz.
Okay, fair enough.
Dreadful lyrics.
Oh, no,
So-
me too.
Yeah, well, it's amazing how we're all musicians and we're all going, we're dreadful with
I
lyrics.
really
Yeah.
am.
Again, I've tried to pick songs that are fairly well known and mainstream. I haven't picked
I think there's one of us doing it's a songwriter.
well. I was tempted to put one of your songs in, right?
God,
Which would have been really funny.
Imagine me sat there like, what?
Ah, I know
definitely
that.
would do that.
Did I write that? Okay, so I'm gonna go Scotland and Liz, and there's 2 rounds of dedicated songs, and then we'll go into the real quiz.
It's going to be interesting.
Okay, so Scott, here's your first one. Oh baby, this town rips the bones from your back.
It's a death trap. They were suicide. Oh, I'm gonna.
Oh, you're so close.
Oh shit. Suicide.
I don't even know what song it is.
Yeah, look, wow, yeah. Just tries like us, baby. We were born to run. I got a few things.
Oh, it's Born to Run.
You're pretty close. It's a
Hang on,
death.
do it again. It's a death trap. It's a suicide. I can never remember the word there. It's a suicide. Is it? It's not squad.
It's a suicide. That's my indication for the style of music.
Rock. It's a suicide.
No, man.
Oh, what?
Not rock. Different
What
one.
are you doing? Rap.
Rap. There we go.
Oh, it's a suicide rap. We're gonna get out while we're young because tramps like us, baby, we were born to run.
I didn't need the rest of it. I just needed that line. But yeah, that's.
Thank you.
You're going to win this, I'm convinced, because I
Okay.
have no idea.
That is my favourite song of all time. So
That is a fair point.
That's why I picked it. But again, I thought I'd pick one that you knew. You see, so
I'm not gonna know.
I'm not. I'm gonna be embarrassed.
Shit at this.
okay. You got me running, going out of my mind.
You got me thinking that I'm wasting my time.
There we go. Don't Bring Me Down by ELO.
Ah.
Okay, we're off to a flyer. Liz,
I'm sweating.
Oh no, me too. I feel like I'm on edge.
winter, spring, summer, or fall?
Good song.
All you have to do is call. Really bad song.
Extra
singing
points
now.
if you sing it.
Yay.
Okay.
Do you know, I saw some of this on TikTok this morning, and they were doing memes like Vine memes, and that to finish the Vine.
Is that where they were going up to people in the street?
Yeah.
What's 9 plus 10 and all
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
I watched this one as well.
Does that road work? I sure hope so.
Yeah,
Is that it?
so.
Okay, Scott. This is quite a topical one, I would say, or at least a relevant one, I would say. Okay, 6 o'clock already.
It was just in the middle of a dream.
Way Manic Monday, cracking tune, covered on our channel, so that'll be linked down below. Lyndon, if you drive a car, I'll tax the street.
Oh no!
I know what song it is. I can't think of the lyrics either.
If you try to... Oh. Say it again.
If you drive a car, I'll tax the street.
If you try to walk, I'll tax your feet.
That's one of the lines. It's not the
You're
next
just
line,
tax
though.
man.
It's not the next line. I've given you the first line of that chorus. Try to help you out there.
Say it again.
If you drive a car, I'll tax the street.
If you try to sit, I'll tax the seat.
There we go. Very good. Taxman, the Beatles. Liz? Now here you go again. You say you want your freedom.
Well, who am I to let you down?
There we go.
I have to
Excellent
sing it.
stuff.
I have
Okay,
to sing it.
so
I know what song that is. I can't think.
know what song's that?
it's Dreams by
Yes.
Superman.
Oh, it's weird when you just say a song, you immediately forget what
You've
the
got
song
to
I
is.
get
have
a
to
tune
sing
going,
it.
haven't
I
you,
have
yeah?
to sing
The
it.
melody.
I can't just.
Okay, so you've all got 2 points each, giving you a head
Yay.
start there.
God,
Yeah,
what
you can.
happens? Because that renders that round pointless, but okay.
Yeah, well, should we start from it now? We'll give you 2 points
It was
each.
good fun, that.
So now it's the buzzer round. So it's whoever chimes in first.
Right.
And I'm just looking for the lyric after, not the full thing. You know what I mean? So, well, you can if you want. That's up to you. No extra points.
The podcast goes
Just-
on forever.
I
We're
know.
just
This
singing
is
all
going to
the
be the longest
song.
one. We're an hour already. All right. We all ready?
Oh, aye.
Did you think this fool could never win?
Silence.
Nah, not a clue.
No?
Do you think this fool could win?
Never win.
Never win.
Did you think this could
Nah.
I might go half points if I have to sing it.
Oh.
Because you might get it if
Yeah,
I
I
sang
see what
it.
you mean, yeah.
Think never win.
No?
Nothing.
Did you think this fool could never win?
I don't know what.
You've got a buzzer. I don't know the lyrics. I know what song it is.
I think we're gonna have to go no points on this one.
It's something back again, isn't it?
We're gonna have to go. I think we're gonna have to go no
Yeah,
points.
I don't know that one.
It's. Do you think this fool could never win? Well, look at me. I'm a coming back again.
Back again. I do the
I'm-
end bit. I did the...
I'm still standing by Elton John.
Bugger.
Bloody hell.
No points. No points. With the lights out, it's less dangerous. These are all really well-known songs. I just want to point this out.
With the lights out, it's less dangerous.
Yeah,
No.
I did really well in the round before picking songs that you like that were like definitely for you guys. You know what I mean? All right, half points. With the lights out, it's less dangerous.
Here we are now. In retainer.
It's
In
contagious. Can I steal a point there?
Oh,
It's
no.
contagious.
It's not contagious.
Gosh.
Oh, it's outrageous.
No.
I don't like
sing it
Nirvana,
again,
so
sing it
it's
again.
pointless to me.
With the lights out, it's less dangerous.
Here we are now.
I thought it was in retainers.
Not in retainers. They're a big fan of orthodontists in Nirvana.
I know that one.
Here we are now, entertainer.
Oh.
Entertainers. Teen Spirits.
Sorry.
Is contagious a lyric in the song
It's the,
somewhere else?
it's the next one. It's
That's
I
it.
feel stupid and contagious.
Aye.
Here we are now, entertainers. Okay, still no points on the buzzer round.
No.
Okay. The history book on the shelf.
It's always repeating itself.
There we go.
Oh,
That
what's
was
that then?
good.
It's
History book on the shelf, it's always repeating itself. Waterloo.
Oh, it's Waterloo.
The best bass line.
It's a
Ever.
good bass line.
All right. Lennon's in the lead. But she was just 17.
You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Another point to
I
Lyndon.
hope I got that. I sing it every...
You do?
All right, next one. The best thing about being a woman.
Oh.
Is the prerogative to have a little fun?
There we
Yeah.
go.
Oh,
Man,
I'm embarrassed that that's the one I've got, to be honest.
It's a good song.
But it
It's
is
an amazing
it's a great
song. I love that song.
that song.
Okay. And if you... Oh, I'll start that again. And if you should discover that you don't really love her...
Ooh.
I'll put like a comma in where it kind of breaks
Okay.
to give you a bit of a clue here. And if you should discover that you don't really love her... No?
Nah.
I'm just putting melodies from past songs to
You,
those
you,
lyrics.
you guys have done. You guys have played this song before in your band.
Do it
Say the
again.
lyric again?
I feel like you have. I'm gonna assume you have.
Okay.
It's from the '60s, so that just.
A clue.
I'm just assuming that they play every song from the
Every song
'60s.
from the
Every
60s,
every
yeah.
song.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you should discover that you don't really love her.
Oh,
Oh,
I feel like I should know this.
Yeah, you. We're going half points, and I'll sing it.
Yeah.
And if you should discover that you don't really love her.
we haven't done that.
No, we haven't done this one.
You haven't done that.
I know the song though.
No.
Um,
Are we giving up? 5, 4, 3, 2.
nah.
Just send my baby back home to me.
No, we've not done that one before.
Take good care of my baby, Bobby V.
Oh.
Originally written by Carole King and Jerry Goffin. Which I thought you might get
I know.
it. Yeah.
You know what? Now that you've said it, like, I'm like, I know the song, but I wouldn't have got that.
No,
Great
we've not
song.
done that one.
Okay. A singer in a smoky room.
Oh,
I don't know.
That was
I
it.
think that might. Yeah.
Smell of wine and cheap perfume.
Well, there we go.
Yay.
Don't Stop Believing by Journey. Okay, I've got 2 more. This is great. You can tell I put some graft into this.
Yeah.
Like,
I like it.
spent all night making this.
Did you?
I did, yeah. Mama Just Killed a Man.
Put a gun against his head, pulled his trigger, now he's dead.
And last one, even though we know Lyndon's won.
It's for second places.
Second place. We're playing for second. You better shape up.
Because I need a man.
There we go.
Sorry, I said it before.
Good quiz.
No,
That was
I
good.
like that quiz.
I think you won. I think.
Yeah.
I wasn't keeping score, but Jack was in the edit. He'll
I'm
he'll
shocked,
change
don't
it.
you know? Because you got one, Liz got one, then you got one, now Liz just got one.
I think I got 3 in total.
Did you
I
get 3?
think I lost.
Because I got 2 off the back and then I got the
Oh,
Bohemian
right.
Rhapsody one as well. We'll find out
Either
in the
way,
edit.
we'll find out in the
Whoever
edit.
won
Dun,
here.
dun, dun.
Yeah. There we go. Put the music in.
Yeah.
That'll do. Okay. Thank you very much for watching the quiz. All right, it's time for.
Quick fire questions.
Okay, quick fire questions. These first 6 questions are kind of dedicated to the artiste. We've already answered them. We probably won't answer them again because every week we go.
People
"What
will
was
be
your
sick.
answer?"
People will be sick of our answers now.
People know our answers. So for the first few questions, although there is one that we actually haven't answered, so we may answer that one. But we'll start off with this one. What's the reason you got into music? If there is a pinpoint reason.
Oh, that's quite hard. I think like the reason I got into music, I don't really know the reason because I feel like I've always loved music, probably because of my mum loving music and having music on all the time. But I know like artists that like inspired, like why I became like why I started writing and things. Which I know when I was was it? I want to say 12, but I don't think it was. I think it was 14. I started playing guitar at 12. Didn't really like it. I just never picked it up. And then I think I just started playing the keys. And then my old nursery teacher was throwing out an old piano. And my mum said, "Don't throw it out. Like we'll have it." And it was a little bit. It was really well. It's still. I've still got it, and it's still very much out of tune. But I wrote all kind of like my first songs on there, and I think the first day I got it, I just wrote. Like kept writing songs like all night. And my mum bought me a little like Taylor Swift chord book, so that's how I taught myself how to play the piano. Just from this, it just had the pictures there. And then I think, probably just I think I got bought Carole King's Tapestry off a family friend, and I think that's when I think I was writing before that, but that's when I really like the reason why I got into music and looked for other music to listen to because before that I think it was just music that my mum kind of played around the house and stuff that she listened to. So I think that's probably maybe the reason why I got into music.
Excellent
Lovely.
stuff. Great answer.
I love that you've got a piano in the house. I wish I had a piano in my house.
I know.
It's so out of tune though.
it adds
I still
character.
play
It's
on
lovely.
it. I still play on it, but like sometimes I'll write a song on it just for a bit of a change from my keyboard. But then I'll go to play it on my keyboard and I'm like, this is like totally out of key and I don't even know how far out it is.
Yeah,
so I have to sit for ages trying to find like the chords.
Yeah.
But it's nice to play on, I suppose.
I would love a real piano, like, because I feel like, I mean, this happened last night when we did this shoot at the carnival place last night. There was a piano there. You were like, "Oh yeah, let's have a jam," and I was like, "I can't play piano, Linda." Do you know what I mean? So, but I feel like if I had a piano, I'd force myself to use it because I've got a piano. Do you know what I mean? So, that's definitely something I'd like to
It's
pursue.
nice writing on a piano.
Yeah,
like sometimes
yeah.
I think that's why I do tend to go in it after.
Yeah.
Like I love obviously writing on the keyboard, but just a nice change to go on the piano.
There's
and
something about
it
it.
Feels,
I take it as an upright one.
yes,
yeah.
Oh God, I wish it was a grand,
Aye.
but it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's just an upright.
I like the idea as well that like, because in the modern world, on a keyboard you can just transpose and cheat. Lyndon.
It's in blues, it's in C, or it's ending it there.
I like the idea that like with a piano you are stuck with
Yeah.
what it is and
Yeah.
it makes you work harder.
Yeah.
Steve was playing a bit last night, wasn't he? Hi, Steve. He was playing a bit of piano. He plays a bit of piano. Your earliest memory of listening to music?
I'm sorry for them.
It's all right.
I think my mum, probably in the car, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
I think that's been everybody's
yeah,
answer.
it's,
Yeah.
you know what
Exactly
it is. I
mine.
don't know why.
Although
but like,
Hannah's answer was in the bath.
oh,
So
that's quite a different.
Yes,
like,
yeah, it was. Yeah.
yeah.
Not many people take record players into the bath, but there
No,
you go.
yeah.
No.
Each to their own.
Yeah. No, I think it was in the car, and I think my mum loved Elvis Presley, so I think it was
Very
having
nice.
Elvis. And my favourite Disney film when I was little was Lilo and Stitch, and
Right.
obviously they have all the Elvis songs in
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So I used to be like, "Oh, can I have Elvis on?" And I used to just listen to Elvis in the car.
Brilliant.
So that's probably it. Yeah.
Very
Nice.
good. Very good. If you could be on a lineup. Oh, hang on. Sorry, that is not the next question, but I will ask
Oh.
it and then come back to the other one. Sorry. If you could be on a lineup with 2 artists in history, who would it be? Dead,
Oh.
alive?
Easy.
Again, they're the
Easy,
only
easy.
options.
They're the only options.
So easy. Carole King and Joni Mitchell. If
Oh.
I could be on a lineup with, because they're my
Yeah.
favourites.
That would be
so.
amazing. I love Carole King. What's the best gig you've been to?
Oh, ooh, that's quite a hard one. Best gig I've been to.
You can say
Probably-
more than one if it's easier.
I think I like different gigs for different reasons. So I think like my favourite gig of all time would have to be Carole King, because I saw her at Hyde Park and she did like Tapestry all the way
Very
through.
nice.
And that, like, I think for me, because I was only 16, I think that's when I started writing, like, although I wrote songs before that, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
for me that's when I started writing songs.
Yeah, yeah.
If that makes sense. But obviously we were like miles away. Like I just was watching on a screen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
It's the atmosphere when you're there, though, isn't it?
it was like, I think for me, like, I'd listened to the album, I loved that. So I think seeing her was just really like inspiring.
Yeah.
But I think like best gigs were like the gigs that surprised me, I think. So like I went to see the Eagles, and although obviously you know like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Eagles when you're growing up, but like I only really knew like, you know, the ones everybody knows. I know
Yeah.
it's really embarrassing to say, but obviously I was maybe 18 when I went to see them.
Where was it?
Where was that?
Manchester. It was like an arena, and we were like right up in the gods.
Right.
But it was probably one of the best gigs I've been to, just because
I'd love to see them.
they,
really.
they were incredible. Like, I have to say, the voices, you just think because they're older now, but they just sounded exactly like they did, and it was just perfect. So probably that, or maybe like Lee Fields when I saw
Right,
him, and
yeah,
that was
yeah.
really surprising. It was probably, like I say, the best energy
Yeah.
at a gig. But yeah,
Some very varied answers there. I like that, yeah.
I love going to gigs, so I feel like I could talk forever about that.
This is it, isn't it?
For
'Cause
what?
I think when you like lots of music as well, like you say, you like certain gigs for different reasons.
Yeah,
and
because
like
sometimes
say,
you might go to a gig that's your favourite artist, but it might not necessarily
Yeah,
be
exactly.
like like I went to see Fleetwood Mac, which obviously love them, but I wouldn't say that was like my favourite gig per
Yeah.
se,
Yeah.
because it was in a massive arena and people were just kind of walking
Yeah,
past you.
yeah.
And I mean, I think that's the only time I've ever raised my voice in my life, to be honest, because this Landslide's my favourite song ever, like in the whole wide world. Like if I was on a design, I'd take Landslide.
Mm-hmm.
And they started, obviously Stevie started singing it, and I was like, oh my god, like crying.
Yeah, yeah.
And then people would just walk past, like, can we get past? We're going to get a drink. I was like, no, you can't come past.
Yeah, yeah.
But that, like I say, so although that was like an amazing experience, the audience wasn't
shame,
it wasn't
yeah.
like
Yeah.
the best gig. But yeah.
Do you find that when you go to see a big artist, or when an artist gets big, it becomes a less enjoyable experience seeing them live because the gig gets bigger? And
Yeah, I think it's hard. I do think some of the smaller artists I've seen, they were probably like better gigs per se.
yeah,
Probably the bigger artists I've seen, like, it's more because the legends or icons or people who I admire. So obviously the gigs are great because of who they are, but the actual gig itself isn't the most enjoyable thing.
Yeah.
But like I say, I like gigs big or small, but I do agree. I think when you go to see, there's nothing better than seeing one of your favourite artists in like an intimate
Yeah.
gig.
Yeah.
I think that's just
That's
such
definitely
a
the best, yeah.
great experience to be able to do. And obviously you want them to get huge and you want them to be big artists, but it's sad when you can't see them in a little room.
Yeah,
and, like,
no,
be up
I-
close and
it's an interesting question because I feel exactly the same way.
Yeah.
I like bigger gigs, but like you say, there's something like. So one of my favorite artists at the minute is a guy called Luke Combs.
yes,
he's a country
he's
guy.
great.
I'd love to see him, but he's at that stage now where he's only playing arenas, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to see him in an arena. Do you know what I mean?
That
It-
type of music, it's very like
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a big production, and I
Yeah.
get it, and it's great, but I don't want to stand at the back and listen. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. It's a grey area, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a question we haven't answered. So,
All right.
So I
Ooh.
think we should answer this question as well. Your dream rig. So, you dream musical rig, your instruments, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Possibly more of a guitar and drum question than a piano and piano question. Piano and piano. But yeah, I think this is a good question.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first?
Do you want to go first?
Do you want me to go first?
You go first. Go.
All right. Guitar-wise, I'd say I'm a telly man now, so probably Steve's telly that he was playing
Steve's
last
telly
night.
last night.
Although it's technically his is
But that's
technically
Scotch.
a no-caster.
Is it?
Yeah.
How come?
So it's a custom shop, but basically for a brief period of time, this might tie in with yours actually. For a brief period of time, it was called a broadcaster, and then
It
Gretsch.
does, yes.
And then Gretsch came along
It
and
did,
said,
aye.
hang on a minute, our drum kit's called a broadcaster, you can't have that. So for a while, for about a year and a half, they didn't have a name for the Telecaster, so they called it a no-caster. And then they came up with Telecaster. So I'd probably say Steve's custom shop Telecaster that he was playing, no-caster that he was playing last night. And then there's a company called Neural who make all the VST plugins that I've been using. They'd have a bit like a Line 6 Helix. They've got something called the Quad Cortex, which is amazing. Like, it's just the best digital technology going at the minute, and currently saving up for one because they're really expensive. That would be right now.
Yeah.
That's what I'd have. Scott,
Mine would be a Gretsch broadcaster drum kit.
there you go. Cymbals.
I love the ones I've got. Zildjians.
You've got quite high end cymbals in terms
I
of
do,
like, 'cause
yeah.
everyone uses them. Don't
They
they?
cost more than my drum kit, so
Yeah.
I'm happy with. I'd like some flat bass stands because they look cool.
Yeah.
But a broadcaster drum kit would be the one.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy with what I've got playing wise. And me snare as well, my Ludwig vintage one. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
But I think it would be a broadcaster drum kit, yeah.
Very good.
Yours going to be quicker than mine, so I'll let you go next.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's going to be short and sweet. I'd love a Nord keyboard.
Yeah.
Dream Nord.
Hey, do you not play
with
Nord?
I don't know. It's a Roland that I...
Oh, is it actually?
Yeah,
Right, okay.
It's great. I love it. It's just really, really heavy.
Yeah.
It's great.
And you want to know? I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
I
I'm
know,
gonna
I
have mine.
know.
And I'm gonna let you pick it up.
I think we had this conversation,
We-
didn't we?
we
when
did have this conversation,
We
yes.
recently...
She said, "Is it heavy?" I went, "Is it heavy?"
yeah, we
Where's the earth, Liz?
That's what I just want a light keyboard.
Yeah.
I'm too weak for it. But we did a live video and I was like, Lyndon, what keyboard what do you use? And I was like, is it a Nord? I really want one. And you were like, no, it's so heavy. But that would be the dream. To have
The
one.
electros are lighter, aren't they?
They are.
And you can get larger key ones as well.
Yeah.
The electros, you get electro.
You can
The
get- you can
piano
get,
sound, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
like-
you can get shorter stages that are not weighted keys, like waterfall keys. I don't know if
Yeah.
the keys matter that much. Like if you want to put a piano feel,
Right, yeah.
if you want that, then it weighs a ton.
Is that what
unfortunately.
makes it weigh loads?
Yeah, it's the weighting because if you
Wow.
get the stage that doesn't have it, it weighs nothing.
Right.
Because the metal,
I'd have one of them because I can't play piano.
the metal that's actually made from is really thin
Yeah.
sheets, whatever it is, and it's just a bit of wood on the side. It's the weight of the keys that make it unbelievably
That's
heavy.
interesting.
That is interesting. I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what would yours be? He would
Well,
go-
going off what we do, like if an ultimate rig,
Yeah, yeah.
I'd want an acoustic piano.
Yes.
Okay, right.
So I'd have a Yamaha Concert Grand or something.
Uh-huh.
I'd want a B3,
Of
Hammond
course.
B3 organ
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the Leslie.
Yeah.
I'd want a Rhodes Mark V.
I want a Rhodes.
I've won-
Rhodes are the best.
So you're
Like a
getting all the
Christmas
sounds that your keyboard currently does with the
Correct.
real thing.
If I had, if we were like touring and we had like road crew and everything, and it was like, you're setting up like Billy Joel every night, then I'd want the full shebang. I'd want every bit.
Mine sounds quite underwhelming now because all I went for is a guitar and a big
and a
pedal.
No, I'd want full pianos, electric pianos, organs,
Yeah.
Wurlitzers, everything.
Wow.
The full shebang.
I want a Rhodes piano as well.
I'd love a Rhodes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rhodes
Love
would
having
be
a
Got a
nice.
Rhodes.
They used to have one at Newcastle College, and I remember they opened it
Oh,
up
did they?
and they showed you what it's inside.
The metal rods.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
We
really
played.
cool.
Well, you played one in Liverpool, didn't you, Lyndon? At
Oh, Whitewood
Whitewood Studios. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it was a Rhodes or a Whirly, actually, now looking back, and I can't remember. And I
Ah,
played,
I know
I
what
played
you
the
mean,
organ
yeah.
in Parr Street.
You
on
did,
the
aye.
thing. That was quite cool. Chris Martin's played that organ.
Yeah.
No way.
It's because
Really?
Coldplay did their first 2 or 3 albums at Parr
They
Street.
did, I.
Really?
So, like, the organ at the start of Fix You
Yeah. Is that
that
organ?
Is that organ in Parr
Lyndon's
Street?
played.
Wow.
He
That's
also played the
amazing.
piano that's on it as well.
Aye, Chris Martin
Oh no,
signed
he
the-
played the upright, didn't he?
Is
They do
that
it right upstairs.
Is that your cover photo?
It is, yeah. On YouTube.
Yes.
Is that?
That's that organ.
That's great. Maybe Jack will put that image in here because that's really cool.
It is quite
That
cool.
There's
is
also on the grand piano that was in the main space in Parr Street. Underneath, there's a bit of tape, and it's Chris was here.
Is it?
Chris Martin put a bit of tape
Wow.
under the piano.
Wow.
I think I've got a
That's
photo of
cool.
that somewhere.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That like.
Yeah.
But
Oh, good answer. Good answer.
I know, yeah.
And finally, for music questions, your favorite album of all time.
Oh my god, that is a really hard question, isn't it?
You can have more than one if it's easier, but
I've already said I'm so indecisive. Oh
Yeah.
my god, my favorite.
you used to be
album
indecisive,
of all
but now you're not too sure.
time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, god, that's really hard.
You mentioned one earlier that I think would be my guess for you.
Do you think Carole King Tapestry?
That's what I
Yeah.
was thinking.
I mean,
yeah.
I feel like I'd probably have to because one of my favorite songs is
Yeah,
on that
yeah.
album.
You're on a desert island. You can only pick one.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go for that because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
the obvious answer, isn't it?
Great album. I love that
It
album.
is. I mean, So Far Away is my favorite song. Like, other than Landslide, it's like in my top favorite
I
songs.
was going to say,
so-
what album's Landslide? Is it on Rumours?
Yes.
Or was it on that first album, the self-titled?
Landslide's on the,
Oh no,
First
no,
one.
it's not.
Self-titled,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's not.
on the
yeah.
self-titled,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
which is also a
But
good album.
but like I say, it's it's my favorite song, but it's not my favorite album.
Yeah.
yeah,
So Carol,
I remember
I'll go.
you've got this album for, if you're on a desert island, you've got it for eternity, and you've got
there's not a skip on Tapestry for me.
Yeah, exactly. And it's
Like-
got happy and sad songs. So if you're on
Yeah,
a desert
yeah.
island, you might be hungry, so you might put a sad song on to cry to. But then if you wanted to cheer up, you might put one of the happy ones on.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, sorted.
and then go back to crying again because
Yeah.
there's a lot of that on the album. So
Ve-
A big
ve- ve-
mixture.
varied emotions.
yes,
sure.
it is.
Good
it
choice,
is.
good choice.
Yeah.
Okay, on to non-musical questions. We've answered most of these, I believe. So we'll probably not answer them again. But Liz, these are for you. Okay. Okay. So if you could be friends with a fictional character, who would it be?
Sid the Sloth.
Good answer. Taking it back. Taking it back to Ice Age.
Has it someone else said Sid?
Or Jack Sparrow.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
that's a shout, that.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one as well. If you could get a tattoo today, or if you had to get a tattoo today, what would you get?
I would get, because I'm thinking of getting one, but I'm a coward. I'm super scared, so I probably won't get it. But I want like a little moon or a sun, because
Oh, that's
I
cool.
love moons and suns. But I am terrified, so won't do that.
I see. Fair enough. Your biggest pet peeve? You're quite nice, so you might not have a pet peeve.
You know what I don't like? Well, I've got
People talking at gigs.
People talking kids.
I don't like, you know when people click their fingers? Yeah, like that.
Oh,
but
like
I've
the-
got a phobia of crawling. I don't know if that's a pet peeve, but I've got like a...
People
like a-
crawling or
Yeah,
little animals? Or?
anybody crawling.
Crawling.
I hate
Like,
crawling.
are we talking just in confined spaces, or like
No,
in?
just... like if you guys just went on the floor now and started crawling,
I
would
promise
have
you
to
now,
leave.
none of us are going to get on the floor and
Thank you,
crawl.
because I would be...
What a strange phobia.
So I don't know if that's a pet peeve, but it's like a genuine... Like, it's not just like, oh, I'm a little bit scared. Like, I genuinely probably would
Like make
cry.
a skin crawl, like, sort
Yeah,
of.
Hands and knees are phobia.
yeah. Yeah, really, really scares me.
Okay, that's.
Fair enough.
What are you going to do when you have kids?
And I think I'll just skip that part.
I hate to break it to you.
Doesn't work like that, Liz.
What happens, right? If like you need to fix the pedal on your piano and you have to get on the floor to.
I've just got over
Get someone
me
else to do it.
crawling. I've just like...
Just get over me crawling.
Like, I can crawl now and I don't... As long as I can't see myself. Like, if there was a mirror, I'd be like, oh my God. But if it was like, I can get
That
over
is the
me...
strangest thing I've ever
Yeah.
heard.
I really don't. I just don't like it. But
That's
it doesn't have to be in a
interesting,
scary way. I just
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
like it.
I wonder
Like,
if there's an actual name for fear of crawling.
I
I'll put it on the
know.
screen if there is, because
Yeah.
I'm so intrigued.
I know, yeah.
Have we done phobias? Because I know we've done pet peeves, but we've not done
Oh,
phobias.
have
have
we?
What's
we?
your
phobias?
phobias?
I don't like big industrial, like shipyards type things.
My friend's got a phobia of that. That's really a rare,
am I
weird
scared of?
phobia.
I'm scared of spiders.
I'm scared of
Oh, I
crashing my
love
car.
spiders.
We're scared of you in a
you're
car.
scared of me crashing my car.
Oh, no.
In all seriousness, I have the most PTSD from that, so I am going to say car accidents
Car
or any
accidents.
related
Oh.
anything.
Thing is, that's
think
not
that's
really a phobia, is it?
That's a rational
Self-
fear.
That's
a crashing's a rational fear, isn't it?
Yeah,
Really.
yeah.
I mean, it's
None
not,
of us want to crash.
No, that's
No.
very true. It's not like I go out my way to go. Oh, I know what I'm going to do today. It's probably a good job I didn't take you today. It's a good job you came by your own accord, really. Other than that, I don't know what I don't think.
Heights, you go by heights.
Yeah, I'm alright with heights. Yeah, I like scary shit.
The
I
dark.
do.
Oh.
Yeah,
But not crawling.
not crawling.
No.
Crawling is the devil.
It is.
So-
I do agree.
The devil's work.
The devil's work.
Beelzebub himself.
Absolutely. Right. Favorite movie?
Well, I did say Ice
You
Age,
did, yeah.
but I'd say I like Pirates of the Caribbean And I also watched Interstellar the other day for the first time,
That's
and I
a
love
good
that.
film.
I've not seen it in a star.
It's a great film.
Very good. First time watching it, but I'd say it's top film.
Quite long,
Yeah, it was very long.
but it's a good film.
Yeah.
The Matrix. Favorite game? Now this could be board game, video game.
Ooh. Monopoly.
Good answer. Good answer. I like Monopoly.
Aye, same.
If you won the lottery today, what would you do? What would you buy?
I think I probably, like, selfishly, I'd buy a grand piano.
Yeah.
And the Nord. Why not? If I've
Oh,
won
yeah.
the lottery.
Bloody hell.
I won the lottery, why not?
And then I don't really know what I do. Probably I'm not really fussed, to be honest. As long as I have my grand piano and a little room I can write in, I'll just give it to whoever. Someone
is
else
a
can
Sounds
have
good
it.
to me.
A very
That's lovely,
commendable
that.
answer. Better than what we
Yes.
We were buying houses and cars and
I do that for like my mum. I do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Save the Amur Leopards. I do that. But then by
Amur
myself,
what?
like the Amur Leopards, I'd save them.
Sorry, in your accent, I didn't know what you said. I was so confused.
Amulet. What?
The Amur Leopards.
what's an
Is that,
amulet?
is that a breed of
Oh
leopard?
yeah, they're my
Amu.
favourite animals.
Oh, right.
That's
And
a
I'd save
strange
them.
I've
favourite
not heard
animal.
of them.
Oh, I love them. I sponsor them. I love them.
Would you stop sponsoring them if you found out that they started crawling?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to look at the leaflet anymore.
Bloody
I'd be
hell.
like, ooh, I'll just give the money and I'd give the
good.
leaflet and be done with it. I mean, give the money, sorry, and be done with it.
That's hilarious.
I'm going to have a look at these. I don't know.
They're
They're
so
just like
cute.
normal leopards.
Yeah, but they're just so cute. Oh, and I just love leopards.
I don't know how to spell it.
Yeah,
my
they're
voice
adorable.
really hurts from laughing.
But yeah, but then obviously I'd buy like
just-
a
they're just
piano
normal
and
leopards.
things like that, and a Nord
Leopards?
leopards.
They look more like in between a leopard and a tiger, like the size of
Yeah.
its face. It's a bit broader.
They're so cute. I
And
love
it's
them.
like
spelled
if-
like Amu.
Amur.
Amur.
It's like a cheetah and a jaguar made love.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
I love
Fun
them.
fact that me and Dave, who I wrote Summer with, we also wrote a song about the Amur leopards.
Was that
Really?
was that ever released? No.
I wrote it
Is it
quite a
ever
while
going to
ago,
be?
but I don't know. I like the song. It's the lyrics are great.
You could release
and
it in
stuff.
aid of the Amur leopards.
I know.
Charity single.
That would be great. Oh, I'd love that. And might buy a new pair of shoes too.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Well,
And then the rest, someone else can have
you
it.
need good shoes to play the pedals and the piano
Yes,
with.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
I mean,
It's important.
totally justified.
Right. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, and finally, we answered this. Well, I say we answered this. I answered this for the first time last week. What would you like to be your first dance at your wedding?
Oh. That's an interesting. Something by the Beatles. Something in the way, like George Harrison.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I
That's
would.
Good choice.
Nice.
That is a
Lovely
good
song,
choice.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, I said "Where You Lead" by Carole King.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice
kind
one.
of mine and Soph's song, if you like.
Oh,
so,
that's lovely.
and these lads were undecided as well. So, although you
What did
said
you guys pick?
said "Million Love Songs,"
A Million
didn't you?
Love Songs by Tate. I like that song.
like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember what else.
Oh, that'll
I don't
probably
think you had an
change.
answer. I think you were like really undecided.
I've had one in the past, but I can't remember what it was.
You have to have a think about
Yeah.
it for next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this has been absolutely lovely. Thank you
you.
so much for coming on and
Oh,
all that
thanks so
jazz.
much for having me.
Good little
Thank
chat.
you. I've
It's
enjoyed-
been
I've
it's
really
been
enjoyed
lovely.
it.
Thank
We're going to hear some tunes by Liz now. So we'll put a little snippet at the end of this podcast, and the full version will be out tomorrow. So all that's left for me to say is thank you very much for watching and listening to the Lime Tree Sessions podcast with me, Jack Milcrease,
And the full skirt.
Scott Charlton.
and Liz. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nothing was easy with you and
To watch the full video, please head to our YouTube channel.